Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Project Hell. Today's car is a real car. They're all real cars, what am I saying? Today's car is the Caterham SP 300.R, manufactured 2012 over in England by Caterham Motorsports, obviously. Rear-wheel drive with a mid-engined straight 4. Top speed is 304 kilometers an hour. It does not get up to that speed on the Nordschleife. I've done a practice lap, does not hit 304. It does get up to quite a good speed though. The 312 horsepower, you can feel it quite nicely, and it's got really good acceleration and weight balance, believe it or not, despite the fact that it's a front biased weight. So let's get going. I have set a lap. It was a 6-minute 37-second lap, which was good enough for 22nd on the leaderboard. So you can see my best is there. We're starting a new session. That lap, for all intents and purposes, never happened. So let's get going in our LMP3 car, which is what this is. You can see it's got more of an acceleration gear ratio. So most of this is in third gear as opposed to second. And this car is so light that it does get upset a bit by the bumps, but not enough that it causes issues. And here's the bit that I like. The bit that I really like. Turn it in, it sticks, one turn, you're through that corner. We're going to hit top speed very quickly here. 256, 260. 271 kilometers an hour is our top speed around the Nordschleife. 6th gear, flat-footed, over the bump, down to 3rd gear for the hairpin, and it just really nicely slides out of there. It feels like it's on rails, which I like. I really do like this. Normally I would complain about on rails cars in, real racing conditions. If I'm watching a race, I don't like cars to be on rails. If I'm driving one, give me all the rails you want, game. I will never complain. It's up to 6th gear, move down to 5th here, down to 3rd again. And 2nd is largely unnecessary around the track. A lot of the normal 2nd gear corners are 3rd, kind of upping the gears by 1. Took that in 4th last time around, so I'm trying to save a bit of time over what I already did. The practice time is me going, for a good time. It is me going for a good time around the track. But the actual, the hell time, I always hope to, for these videos, get it better than my practice. Now, I did screw up there. Had to left the throttle a bit. Now, this is your first time watching Project Hell and watching Project Cars. I will give you a quick run through the screen. In the top left, you can see this wavy line. That is my force feedback meter. To the left of that, you got my RPMs and gear ratio. The red bar is the brake. The yellow bar that hasn't appeared at all is the clutch. I don't need that in this car. It's a flappy paddle. Green is the accelerator, which is just flat to the floor. Then you get my torque and power statistics. I've screwed up. That's the lap done, yes. So let's just restart the session. I'm not going to cut the video there. because mistakes happen. Now, my criteria for a lap: it must appear in the session best. Okay, that was a big screw up. Must appear in the session best area up the top. You can see a G meter, and then around the screen are tyre information. I normally say that's just for my benefit. I rarely use it. It's just giving information on which tyres have load and which ones, you know, where the load is, how much stress they're under, that sort of stuff, and what the current tyre pressures are. So I will periodically check the tyre pressures just to see how they're coming up to pressure and temperature. But by and large, I don't really look at that information. I'm too busy trying to drive the damn car, believe it or not. So a minute in, we're already up to floodplaats. Well, heading up to floodplaats. If you're wondering, this is not floodplaats. This is floodplaats. This bump here, which has been flattened over time. Now, we're at, I think, Hatzenbach. Or Kielbach or Hoya. Heading down now to Ednar Forst, which is a really technical chicane. One of the most difficult areas of the track. Because the first corner here, fourth gear, you gotta blip down to third, down to second for this tight chicane. I completely screwed up by hitting the curb there, so lost a few seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go kind of quiet and see if I can claw back some time. Or, you know, not. Yeah, there's a cut track. No, I don't want to exit. Let's restart. Funnily enough, my testing lap went almost perfectly straight away. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I think it's me trying to talk over everything is kind of putting me off my A game slightly. But that's kind of fine. One thing I don't want to do is attack curbs very aggressively. I want to kiss them, and I want to touch them, and I want to hold them, kind of sweetly, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I want to like aim to touch them gently. Like here, I want to just kind of try and clip the second curb, which I missed, which is fine. That curb I can kind of attack. This curb I just want to glance like that. Straight down here, away from the curbs. Coming over this corner here, I want to be right in on top of it as close as I can get. And here I want to get right up, bump the curb, back out to the outside curb. These curbs I can attack, because this is just a downhill section, it won't throw me off too much. The uphill braking coming into this section is really helpful because it does get the car down to speed nice and quickly. It's a lot closer to what I wanted to happen last time around. I still screwed up, but not as much. So coming through that triple apex corner, you want to be accelerating at the second apex, this one. That was pretty much picture perfect. I'm going to be going wide from the first apex and then kind of sweeping into the second one. Okay. So we're making good time so far. We're 3 minutes into the lap. We're at a good spot on the circuit. This is second gear in most cars. This one can take it in third. It's got a nice high downforce setup, so we are taking some of the corners a bit faster than usual, some of them a bit slower. The higher speed corners we're taking slower. We are losing top speed as a result, but we're a bit more controllable than the low speed corners. I keep forgetting that Fraps locks this to 60 FPS, which is really irritating because it causes blurs that I think are something going wrong. So this is 6th gear. I had to check if 5th was more apt. And then down to 2nd for this double apex hairpin. And now, that one corner that nobody knows the name of. They should really name that one. I mean, it's like a carousel ride. Because you're going a full 180 degrees. It's really odd that that hairpin back there has no name at all that anybody knows of. I hope at this point you realise that I was joking and that was the carousel. The world famous carousel that literally everybody knows the name of. The track is a lot bumpier around here than I remembered, but that's kind of fine. This is a terrifyingly high-speed part of the circuit. Because you're pretty much... Oh, I got a cut track. I'm going to actually continue on because I can do another lap from here. Normally I'd reset, but... these tyres are good to do another lap easy. Plus I do like this straight, so we'll be able to go down it twice. This is actually much slower than my practice lap, I believe. Oh, maybe not. This might actually be quicker than my practice lap, but because of the cut track it won't count. So full speed. Okay, I'm really kind of glad that this lap doesn't count then, because that was a really big screw up at the end. And again there, so this lap is immediately off to a bad start. Okay, so I'm going to be a bit quieter going around this lap just because I am going to try and get a good time in. I'll be able to talk properly on the straights, of which there aren't many. This I count as a straight. I mean, it's just a few kinks and it's a tough corner, but relatively easy to get right. Doing reasonably well. Probably took that line wrong. That entrance to this, I'm gonna call this a complex because every corner kind of sets you up to the next one. Lost probably a tenth or so there. That was a relatively small mistake by my standards. By most driver standards, big one. Probably could have put my foot down a bit earlier there as well, so I'm seeing where I'm losing time at the very least. I mean, it's not just, oh, I don't know how to go any faster. No, it's I'm not hitting apexes, I'm braking maybe a bit early, accelerating maybe a bit late. I am however letting the car just do its thing around some of the corners, like here I'll just lay off the throttle, let the car just kind of roll around there, because I have found that it's just a bit easier to let it roll that corner than to try and push it through. Now here, okay, what happened there was I managed to let the car just lose all grip altogether, and it lifted off the ground slightly. Okay, let's just restart the session. Okay. Final attempt before I just start recording again. Fun little fact, I will just... if I have too many failed attempts, I will just scrap the video and start over. Could have taken that in 5th actually. Cut track. Okay, let's go for one more try because that was a very short try. This is the stuff that usually happens on streams, is abject failure. I wish I knew how the electric boost for this thing worked, because I would have that on as much as possible. Alright, so our max speed. It actually seems like running in 2nd through there is a better idea than 3rd. That was more muscle memory than anything else, bringing it down to 2nd. Let's see how we do through here. We're going well, we're going well. Maybe not so well back there, but I've definitely got control. Not full control, but majority control. It really doesn't help if I turn it in late like that. Okay, so what I need to do here is line this up way out wide like this, cut in, slam the accelerator again. Okay, so I am still in 6th, that's good. And now the carousel. I don't want to screw this up. I've screwed it up. I've screwed it up so badly, in fact, that this lap is going to be terrible. But I'm going to go for time. And it is going to be this recorded time that I use. I could be cheeky and use my practice time, which is better. presumably going to be better, I should say. Seeing as I messed up the carousel so badly that I went over and under twice. That's usually a cut track. I'm concerned. What I did back there is usually a cut track. Going that far out on the exit of a corner. Knowing my luck, I'll screw up the last corner here, but I'd expected this to be a lot easier, especially after my practice lap. I think what went wrong was I was talking too much throughout all of this. We're currently at... that is not... We're actually on course for a reasonably good lap. Believe it or not, despite all the mistakes. We're still on course for not a faster lap than what I did, but definitely top 30 time in the leaderboards. So I'll write down what lap time I get, and see where that'll put us in the leaderboards. So that's actually... I thought that'd be a lot slower than that was. So I actually need to write this down. So that's a... Caterham SP 300 did a 6 minute 39.741. So if we exit there, yes, it'll save, it'll quit the session, it'll save the time. Not that it matters because we've done a faster time already. So we go into the leaderboards here, vehicle records, and there's our current lap at a 6:37.944, and in fact our 6:39 would have knocked us down to here, to 25th from 23rd. That's still a top 30 time easy. I mean, we're still behind VPZ1, who somehow managed to use a keyboard to get a 6:37, which is impressive. The 6:13 with the Xbox controller, I have some concerns over that. Let's have a look at the world records. Yeah, this Imahito time is why I have concerns over the Xbox controller record with the Caterham. 9.1 seconds with the Xbox controller. 10 seconds with a wheel by this guy. 15 seconds by Gurkhan with a wheel. And these two are using roofs. This guy's using a Mercedes. The Formula A times are what I consider true times, like 4 or 5 minutes. I consider real times. Let's see what the first non-Formula A legit lap is. I'd imagine it's going to be in a Formula B or an IndyCar. Oh, it's in a Lotus 98. What's my time in the IndyCar? Was it like a 6:12, wasn't it? So I could well be right up in the top 100. So, oh no, never mind. So thank you all very much for watching. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.